Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about abandoned carts and how they were potentially impact your store. This is a really important email flow to set up as you are putting together your e-commerce store, whether you're on WordPress, Shopify, or any of the other site builders out there. This is going to be an essential tool for you to kind of use within your store and to recapture the people who abandon their carts and actually have shown a ton of interest in the fact that they have gone through the effort to actually find a product that they like, add it to their cart, and then for some reason or another, they just happen to leave within that process. And this is a great reminder to kind of keep top of mind within your consumer's journey of purchasing a product. So to jump into Klaviyo here, the very first thing that we're going to do is go to the flow section of Klaviyo. Once you're in the flow section, you're going to be able to click through and press create a new flow, which is right up here in the top right corner. After you create your new flow, the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to land on this create a flow page, and you're going to just search for, or you're going to scroll down a little bit until you see the abandoned cart reminder. And here we have a difference. The difference between this and a regular abandoned cart is that this is a high cart value and a low cart value. And the difference there is we can set a predetermined number of what a high value order is versus a low order number or a low order cart value. So say we wanted to have a separate message for people who have a cart value of $100 or more, and then a separate message for people that are under that $100 order value. We could have separate offers. We could have a separate message. We could have a separate flow entirely for those people. So all kind of things to keep in mind as you're setting up your flow. And I believe we also have a abandoned cart, just a regular one here as well. Looks like this is the regular abandoned cart, and this is just after anybody has added a product to their cart. It's not going to differentiate them in any way, depending on their, products that are in their cart or the product order value. But for this case, I'm going to scroll back up, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how we would do this with a high value versus a low value cart split. So what we got here is the name. We can name this. In this case, we'll just go ahead and name this abandoned cart reminder. And then we've also got tags. So tags are really cool because, like I've said in the past, we can tag different subscribers based on the actions that they have taken, where they are in their journey, and also whether they have subscribed to a certain list, whether they have shown interest in a certain product or offering. And we can kind of use all of that information to our advantage as we're putting together campaign strategies and email strategies, and even bigger strategies beyond email as well, to kind of think of how we can increase customer retention as well as get our customer order value as high as possible over the lifetime of that customer. So here we've got tags, and that's basically how we will tag anybody there. Then we've got the trigger event, which is anybody that has started a checkout but has not actually made a purchase. So all this looks good. We can go ahead and create this flow. Now that we're in here and we have our flow created, we have everything set in place to start putting together our email designs. The very first thing that I recommend when putting together your abandoned cart emails is to kind of determine the amount of time that you want to lapse before you send any customer an email. So what we got here is a 4-hour split, and that, in my opinion, is a little bit too long to wait after they've abandoned their cart. I would go somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour for that initial reminder, and then a secondary reminder. I feel like it's good to kind of remind them 24 hours after, and 48, and then 72 hours. And after that initial period, unless you have a product that is expensive or is something that people need to kind of research and get more information about before they make a purchase, then I would recommend keeping this abandoned cart flow in terms of time as short as possible. 3 days is usually as long as you want to go. But if you got a product that takes a little bit longer to kind of develop a sale for, you can extend it out a week, 2 weeks, a month. I've worked with some colleges before where the process ends up being multiple months of outreach and email follow-ups. So it just depends on who you're working with, what kind of e-commerce store you have, and then also what your goals are as well. But to kind of get back into this case, we've got a trigger flow, which is anybody that has started their checkout but has not made a purchase. We can then make a trigger split between the people who have a cart value of more than $100 and then less than $100. And here we can see that here. So value is less than $100, yes. Value is less than $100, no. So these people have a cart value of more than $100. And you can see here, it looks like we're just reminding these initial, I guess not subscribers, but cart abandoners that, hey, you left something in your cart. Whereas for the higher cart value offers, we are offering a 20% off. This is how Klaviyo has it set up. I wouldn't actually recommend doing it this way because you've got a higher cart value. I wouldn't necessarily incentivize them to get a discount right away. I would actually get them to try and purchase based off of their previous cart amount. If we can't get them to purchase from 1 or 2 follow-up emails, then potentially offer them a follow-up discount. I think this is just a little bit too early to be offering a discount, especially on a high cart value kind of abandonment. I think we should try and kind of develop that lead and see if we can get them to purchase more with a personalized email asking them, hey, did you forget this item in your cart? Would you like to purchase it again? We know, and I guess the messaging kind of be different there depending on your audience, but just kind of reminding them, hey, come back to the store. We know you showed interest in this product. You might be interested in it still, and these are the reasons why you should be purchasing from us. Beyond that, all this is pretty straightforward. I would recommend, like I was saying before, setting up that initial email to go out 30 minutes to an hour after their initial cart abandonment. You got the next email that goes out 24 hours, 48, and then even in 72 hours after, just depending. And you can kind of play around with these numbers as well and see what works best for your brand. Fluctuate your messaging within these emails, fluctuate the offers that you're kind of testing with, and all these kind of leave you with more options as you are kind of testing and seeing what's working within your e-commerce store. Hope this helps. If you find value in this video, I would love if you subscribed. There's going to be a ton of e-commerce content coming out here in the next week, next 2 weeks, hopefully the next couple of years. So I'm excited to be around with you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to kind of respond.